idea of decentralized control seemed very important to me back then, which is well before Bitcoin was invented, because I could see, a global brain is evolving on the planet, involving humans, computers, communication devices, and we don't want this global brain to be controlled by a small elite. We want the global brain to be controlled in a decentralized way. So,
Right.
so that's really the beauty of this blockchain infrastructure.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Ask him about the car, man.
Is this yours, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Is that your car out front?
Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's his fucking homework. Where's the fucking money, you little brat?
Bitcoin is yet again looking to break this overhead resistance and make its way into the $20,000 area, but it hasn't been able to break across this $19,450 level just yet. Will it get the leg to make it across? Well, it's really hard to bet against Bitcoin right now. You've got JP Morgan estimating an incoming $600 billion worth of institutional investment, which could be just enough to get us up over that hump. We're going to go into a little Ethereum technical analysis, and it is also very hard to be bearish on Ethereum, with Grayscale buying up another $74 million worth just last week. And then we have three altcoins we're going to go over today. Coinbase Pro just listed 3 DeFi tokens to their platform. These guys are set to explode, and we will get you setups for those in today's episode. But before we get going, if you guys could, please hit that like and hit that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. And don't forget to ding the bell to stay up to date on all the latest and the greatest. All right, JP Morgan doing it again. So this article basically reasserts that MassMutual's Bitcoin purchases represent another milestone in Bitcoin adoption by institutional investors. Basically, that is the keyword you need to know here. Institutional investors. That means lots and lots of money. And they kind of pick on Jamie Dimon a little bit at the end with good reason about his 2017 sarcastic takes, they say, on Bitcoin. Yeah, Jamie Dimon is not my favorite, but Carl, always with awesome Bitcoin verbiage. Thank you, Carl, for being Carl. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. We are on the 4-hour chart in this ascending triangle, looking to break this guy bullish. However, we've made multiple attempts at this resistance level and haven't had success getting across just yet. So right now, it looks like we are getting a nice little push there. Volume is definitely staying in the right price range. But, we cannot forget one thing right now. So we do have a CME futures gap that starts at $19,085 and comes all the way down to $18,470. If we go back to this chart, $18,470 is right in line with my aggressive entry right here. So that would add some confluence to this idea of breaking this ascending triangle to the upside and making a nice long entry right there. Don't mind this just yet. We'll go over that here pretty soon. But yesterday's trade, I did post a video, guys, with a nice aggressive entry. We got down, actually it wasn't yesterday, it was a few days ago. We got in right over here and we rode it up to the upside with just a little bit of leverage. We got about a 46% profit trade there. We've been pretty careful with our trades, especially as we approach this top of this parabolic move that we started all the way back in late October. So we are being cautious of our trades right now. We did take profit here as soon as we touch this overhead resistance, and you can see the point of control is actually above the price action right now, which lets us know that we need the bulls to step in soon, or we are likely headed down for a correction. Now, this entry level right here is not only the bottom of the CME gap, but it does line up with the ascending triangle lower trend line here. And one thing I want to show you guys is the incredible similarity that this fractal from May has to the price action now. So in May, we got a move up literally on May 1st. And then, we got this volatile ranging here. And Bitcoin then had these two dumps, followed by, a nice corrective move to the upside here. And then about 2 months of sideways consolidation before finally getting another move to the upside. So if this fractal is indeed valid, what we're looking for here is a move that matches the price action here. So put this here. It's not quite the same. But if we take the fib extension and give us a measured move here, that lines up with a 786 extension, possibly a 1. It really depends on where, yeah, that's about a 1 extension. It's not a perfect 1-to-1, but it is close. So if we take our extension to our current price action and we're looking for a move up, so if we are going to try to trade this fractal, which I don't typically like to trade fractals, they really just give me an indication as to where price action might be going, but sometimes these really can be pretty accurate. So right now, stop doing that. Lock your chart. Okay, so if we are going to go ahead and attempt to play this fractal, it looks like price action is right up around here. So we should be looking at some sort of, heavy wick to the upside, Bart Simpson type action right here. So what we're going to do is we will look for an entry on the 382 extension right here, and also one here on the 236, taking profit at our 272 extension right here at 22,747. But again, we will have layered take profits all the way up to that level. And of course, once price action would move across and we can move our stop loss into profit, we would like to do that almost immediately. So that's what we're looking at with Bitcoin. If we take a look at some of the indicators and oscillators, you can see that our funding rate is still in the positive on the daily. So that's definitely not a good sign. That means we should have some downside coming up. We've got open interest that is pretty low. So that's usually a pretty bullish sign. Our regular MACD, we are midway through a bearish cross, hopefully getting a nice correction here. Histogram is starting to recover. Histogram on the volume weighted MACD definitely lets us know we have a little bit of hidden bullish divergence here, letting us know some trend continuation is in order. And we do have the curl over looking for a bullish cross on the volume weighted MACD. So that is looking nice and strong. Looking at our RSI, looks like we did break out of a, well, I don't know what that is. Not really a pattern on the RSI, but I'm not looking at really anything crazy here. Let's go ahead and bring that up here. So looking at our RSI, we're looking for some divergences, possible bearish divergence there, but, we do have a bit of higher low, lower low, a little bit of hidden bullish in the RSI as well. So everything is pointing towards continuation to the upside, except the fact that we have been in this movement for quite a while. But that's where we're at with Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and move into Ethereum. So Ethereum is looking mega bullish. Again, we went over the grayscale news, and it's hard to bet against Ethereum right now as well, especially with all of this institutional money. So looking at our ratio chart again, this is our Ethereum Bitcoin chart, letting us know if we should be in Ethereum. And it looks like we are getting a nice rounded bottom, inverse head and shoulders. So we should be looking at Ethereum making up some ground on Bitcoin sometime soon. So let's go ahead and bring up the Ethereum chart. Looks like we do have a little bit of hidden bullish divergence yet again on the 4-hour RSI. It looks like we have bearish cross coming on the MACD, bearish cross coming on the volume weighted MACD, and we did get a sell signal on our market cipher B. Now, price action is looking very similar to the way it was with Bitcoin. We do have an ascending triangle with the double bottom. And again, it's very similar to the exact same time frame as it was as Bitcoin, to that early May, all the way up until July or June price action. So Again, double bottom looking like another one-to-one move to the upside. So if you are looking to trade this fractal, the same applies with Ethereum. You're going to want to get in on a probably a swell just above the 618 right now. So you might want to look for a re-entry at the 0.5 and then, you know, make sure you're watching price action and moving your stop loss as you move into profit. But to be honest with you guys, I would not be trading this range right now. There's nothing really definitive right here for me to say, hey, this is a safe trade to take. So what we'll be doing is sitting out and waiting for either a breakout and confirmation move to the upside, meaning a breakout and retest of this 786 upper trend line, or a move back down to at least this 382. And if we break this 382, we'll be looking for an entry right around the 236 area, probably giving us some sort of you know, we could just come down here and get a small inverse head and shoulders and move to the upside. But, you know, a correction is, you know, in order here. And we could see a move all the way down to the low 400s. Not really, you know, I'm not really positive if that's going to happen. But the way Ethereum is acting right now, you know, I'm not really sure really where it wants to go. We do have, again, a bit of hidden bullish divergence here. But, you know, it's really hard to ignore how close this is to being a bearish divergence, yet it's not. We've got a bearish cross coming on both MACDs, again, and the sell signal on the market cipher. Now, we did enter into a trade the other day. Actually, yesterday, we got into a nice low leverage long down here, and then we rode that one all the way up until we hit about 114%. So we're doing pretty well on our ByBit trades here. We are looking to move into some altcoins. So that's what we're going to talk about next. So let's go ahead and pull up our Bitcoin dominance chart. This will let us know if we should be in or out of Bitcoin. And it looks like we do still have this inverse head and shoulders playing out, and it looks like price action here may have broken across this upper trend line, so we could be seeing a move out of Bitcoin soon. Now, that fractal that I showed, that doesn't necessarily have to play. It's just an idea. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but when they do work, they are pretty nice. So this could break out to the upside, which would be terrible for altcoins, because if Bitcoin dominance breaks out like it's looking like it might, it's not going to be a good day for altcoins. Taking a look at the total crypto market cap, got to break out of this falling wedge. We're waiting for the volume. And you know what? If we get that $600 billion that Jamie Dimon over at JP Morgan is talking about, let's see, that could take us all the way up to, dang, right about here. Right at about $1,143.537 billion total market cap for cryptocurrencies. It's nothing to shake a leg at. That's quite a bit of money. So we'll see. I mean, again, it's similar price action to what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing right now. However, it is not the same. So we're waiting for a definitive move either way. S&P 500, again, that looks annoyingly bullish. Because it shouldn't, but I mean, it is good for Bitcoin. We do not want this to crash because it probably likely will take the Bitcoin price down with it. The dollar, again, is looking mega bearish, continuing its descent to the downside. Before you know, we are going to be at that 88% area on the index. All right, taking a look at these Coinbase Pro ads. So, you know, there is something called the Coinbase effect. It has a positive impact on the price of tokens. So basically, when Coinbase or Coinbase Pro says they are listing a token, you should consider looking into purchasing. Now, it's not financial advice, but it's usually a pretty good play when you can get a jump on this news. So looking at these tokens, where's that news at? Did I close it? No. All right, so it's going to be AAVE, Synthetics, and Bancor. All right, so let's go ahead and just bring up AAVE, BTC. So anytime I do altcoin analysis, it will be in Bitcoin, not USDT. Only coins I trade in USDT pairs would be Ethereum and Bitcoin. All right, so AAVE got a nice move to the upside. This is the daily chart. Got a nice correction down. Got this nice bounce back on the 5th of November. And it's now wondering what it's doing here. This could be an inverse head and shoulders forming with a bull flag here, which actually is pretty likely. So if we just draw our trend line there, and then if we get the breakout, it's the same size, breakout to there. So we could be seeing a move up to about 8,216 Satoshis, a 53% move from where AAVE is now. This is honestly a great token to buy and hold. Are you in a great area to purchase this token right now? I would say yes, especially if this is a bull flag looking to head or continue to the upside. All right, so AAVE, and then we have Synthetics. Synthetics is cool. It is a decentralized derivatives platform that has more than just crypto on it, so I'm definitely interested in giving that a look. But here's the chart. So this chart, a bit ambiguous because there's not much data, but you know, for the most part, this could be called bullish. We'll see. It looks like it did get a bounce, so this could be like a double bottom, boom, boom, into this bounce. Now, I don't like this very obvious manipulative price action here, but with the news, this thing is likely going to the upside. So we just want to know where we're going to get in at. All right, so if we draw a trend line down here, that would have been a falling wedge with maybe falling wedge there, broke the bottom resistance, but came back into the pattern. Let me see, could draw that there. That's about right there. Retest of this trend line confirming the move to the upside. And then we have this double bottom pattern right here. So that's definitely bullish. So I definitely see this one making some moves. Double bottom. Let's go ahead and take a trend-based fib extension tool. We'll just do the big move. We'll go from there down to here. Okay, so right now, you know, we're looking at this 382 extension as a neckline for this quote double bottom. It's not necessarily double bottom, but after this, we'll be looking for a move at least up to the 0.5, and then another one to the 6, and then, you know, if we're able to smash through this 786, we're going to make it up to the 1-to-1. Now, I definitely see new all-time highs in the cards for just about every altcoin in 2021, and Synthetics is no exception. So if you're not in Synthetics just yet, you're going to wait for this clear breakout. It might get a move all the way up here to the 3,118 Satoshi level, but you are then going to wait for it to come back down and retest. That's called a bullish confirmation. When it breaks resistance and turns it into support, you need to know that it's now support, so it will come down and confirm that support once it bounces off that price action. So I mean, you can enter in here and take a gamble, or you could wait for the bullish confirmation to let you know that price will be moving further to the upside. All right, so that is Synthetics, and we're looking at what's our next one. I almost forgot. It is BNT. Okay, Bancor, BNT, BTC. Bancor, BTC. All right, this looks like this one is moving to the upside as well. I wouldn't call that yet a breakout, but let's see. So this is the 8-hour chart. Again, similar price action to what we saw with Synthetics, just a lot more data. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Let's look at a 3-day chart here. This is looking actually pretty bullish. So, you know, we have a double bottom, almost like a huge cup and handle. Usually your handles aren't this big, which gives me a little reservation about playing this asset. So we definitely have a support and resistance level there. Let's see. Have one there, have one here. And we're looking for a re-entry. So we did get a bounce off the S1 and put in a new higher low, which is definitely a good sign and likely because of the Coinbase listing. So what are we doing? We're looking for an entry here. Let's go ahead and give us a trend-based fib extension just to see what we're looking like here. So right now, price action is struggling getting across this 236 extension, but once it does, we should get a closed candle body above this level, which is the 6,148 Satoshi level. We should get a nice bullish confirmation, a retest of this level, and then a move up to at least this. This would be the yearly pivot at 18,736 Satoshis, which would give us a total percent move of 222%. Not bad if I say so myself. So yes, those are 3 excellent coins to hold. You know, this is going to be one epic alt season coming. Keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you are buying and hodling and not selling. It's going to be one crazy year. I promise you, you won't regret it. But thanks for dropping in with me, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow.